53-year-old Marco Rubio is the son of working-class Cuban immigrants. If he is confirmed by his Senate colleagues, he would become the first Latino Secretary of State. Rubio has exhibited a tough stance toward authoritarian regimes in Cuba, Nicaragua, and Venezuela, as well as China.
Call him a hawk, if you will, and it really is across a number of issues, certainly China among them.
Rubio has said China is partnering with Iran, North Korea, and Russia against the United States. After Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022, Rubio was a vocal supporter of Kiev. More recently, he has called for negotiations to end the conflict and voted in April against a $95 billion military aid package.
And so I believe our goal when it comes to Ukraine is to be helpful to Ukraine in a way that doesn't drain us, in a way that doesn't harm our alliances around the world.
Rubio's fellow senators who would vote on his confirmation are expected to examine his beliefs on U.S. policy towards the country, O'Hanlon says.
Certainly if we were to abandon Ukraine, not that Rubio is implying we should, but if we were to watch Ukraine suffer a defeat, that would make a lot of allies around the world wonder if we would be really behind them, if we would have their back.
Rubio was one of Donald Trump's rivals in the Republican presidential primary 8 years ago. As Secretary of State, he would be the key diplomat, implementing Trump's America First foreign policy.
Whatever the expectations, we must be realistic. The United States will prioritize its interests over those of the rest of the world.
When it comes to the Middle East, Rubio has been a staunch supporter of Israel, in line with Trump's stance. As a senator, Rubio has called for Israel to eradicate Hamas in Gaza, opposing ceasefires that he says would allow the U.S.-designated terrorist organization to regroup. Steve Herman, VOA News, at the State Department.